Hi Stampers! Oh boy, I have some fun things for today. It's really hot out, and so I decided to stay inside in the air conditioning and work on some stuff from the new catalog. I'm going to share something with you today. One of my favorite sets, which I didn't expect, but it's a punch combo. And let's just go to it. I'm going to put the camera down. So sorry if you're having some vertigo there. Okay, I think we're set. Right, you can see what I'm doing. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to work with the Field of Flowers set. This is the stamp set, and it comes as a bundle, and the other part of the bundle is this punch. Punch is called Confetti Flowers Border. It can be used as a border, but I'm not going to use it as a border for this particular project because I think it's going to be really cute just using the flowers. You'll see. So I'm going to do 2 cards with this set today, just to show you how different it is. When I first opened the catalog, and here is the new catalog, you should all have a copy of it by now. If you don't, let me know. But when I was first looking through the catalog, it struck me how many flowers there are in here. And oh my gosh, I just love this set with all the new in colors. If you haven't seen the new in colors, let me just really quick show you those. We have Just Jade, we have Bumblebee, Misty Moonlight, Magenta Madness, and Cinnamon Cider. That's yummy, I think. So I hope you all know how to work this when you get your new stamp pads. Because in the beginning, when you first get them, they're white all around the outside edges. What I always do is on the back, you have labels. So I always make sure I peel these labels off. The top one, of course, is in English. I put that here under this lip where it opens. Right there like that. And then I usually take like the second one and put it on the back just so I have it. But here's the really fun part. This bottom strip is just a plain strip. When you open your stamp pad, there's a little slot here for that clear strip. And the reason for that is when you're stamping and you have a couple of these pads open, you can tell which color you're working with. And I know it's pretty obvious when you look at the stamp pad, but when you have something like this Midnight Madness and Night of Navy side by side, they're going to be a little hard to tell by just the ink pad. And then you look at this, you're going to see this one's a little bit lighter than the Night of Navy, so that's the one you're working with. Same with like your blacks and your grays. They all start to look alike sometimes. So I just wanted to give you that really quick little tip. And now let's get to stamping here. Okay, so we are using the Field of Flowers stamp set. The bundle can be purchased at a 10% discount. That includes the stamp set and the punch. And the stamp set 17, and then if you buy the stamp set and the punch as a bundle, it's $36. That's with your 10% discount. And as always, my website, you're on it, www.NettePStamping.com. If you want to shop, you can either click the catalog on my website, that should be right over to your right, or you can go to NetteP.Stampin'Up.net, click shop now, and that'll take you right into the catalog, and you'll be able to place an order right there. If you place an order and it's under $150 in the month of June, use this hostess code, and that gives me the free stuff to give away in my little drawings that I do from time to time. I have a drawing going right now if you follow me on my website. So you go in onto my website, and right on the right hand side at the top of the column, it says follow me with email. Put your email in there, even if I already have it. Put it in there, click it, and it's going to tell you about getting emails so that you know that there's new things out on my website. But if you click that, I get notified that you clicked it. I put your name in a drawing, and at the end of the month, I pull your name, and you get a prize. So let's move on now with the stamping. What I'm doing here today, I'm taking a piece of Bumblebee cardstock. Yep, that's one of the new ink colors. Bumblebee cardstock. It's my base. It is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to be using it the long way. I took a piece of Designer Series paper. The paper that I'm using is a new one. It's called Flowers for Every Season. This paper is really very nice, and the reason it's called For Every Season is, look, it has some Christmas stuff in it. And that's a little, it's Christmassy, and there's some poinsettias. And some of these colors are very bright because, okay, see, poinsettias. For the Magenta Madness is a bright color. But a lot of these are bright, but they're vivid. They're pretty. They're still very, very pretty. And as always with Stampin' Up, they coordinate so well with the new ink colors, with the new ink color papers, and even with some stuff that we already have. So this pack is a nice pack, 6 by 6 paper. You get something like 40 sheets in it, and it's two-sided, so it's a pretty good deal. Okay, there's that. Now, I take a piece of the Designer Series paper, 4 by 5 1/4. And then I took a piece of Whisper White. Now, I cut this with the Stitched So Sweetly, the second largest rectangle. If you don't have that die, you could use a big punch, or you could just cut it square, however you would choose to do it. You take that, and you take your Flowers for Every Season stamp, and I'm going to use just Jade. And I'm going to stamp this strip of greens at the very bottom. Excuse my head. Got that a little bit crooked, but I'm going to let it go because I don't think it's going to be that noticeable. Then you're going to want scraps of your base color, which the Bumblebee. And to coordinate with it, I decided to use the cinnamon cider. So what I have done here, I'm going to close this up so I don't stick my finger in it. There is a stamp that coordinates with this punch just perfectly. Okay. And you can do this two ways, and the easy way for me to do it is to take Versamark. You could use the same color ink, you could use the cinnamon cider pad and the Bumblebee pad, but I use the Versamark pad. Ink that up and stamp it, and you can see that? It gives you the stamp. It looks like you stamped it in color, and then I don't have to clean my stamp in between. So I have stamped that in those two. Now I am going to put it in my punch so that I can see what I'm stamping here, so that I make sure I cut out the flowers. And they pop, the little suckers pop all over the place. So I got both colored flowers. This is so easy to do. It looks so difficult, but it's really, really easy. So make sure that I turn them all up so that I can see the flower part. And I take a little bit of liquid glue and I just put dots all over this front. So low. As many as you want. Then I take my Take Your Pick tool with the guppy side out. And just grab these with that and pop them on here. I didn't put any glue here on the end, so I'm going to quick do that. And then, okay, I'm not going to use those two flowers just because I don't need to. Then I'm going to glue my paper down on my base. I'm going to stamp the word always. That is what is on this Field of Flowers stamp set. It has always in big letters, and then you can finish that thought with thinking of you, always a celebration, always in my heart, my friend. You are always in my heart. Always believe, always love, always. Okay, so you have a lot of little ways to work with this. I think this is a really neat stamp set. It's very versatile. So let's see, I'm going to use the Bumblebee to do always just across here, like so. And oh, guess what? There's this cute little dragonfly, and I just love dragonflies. I think they're so cool. And I think he would be very cool in cinnamon cider. And so I'm going to stick him on here too. This is a spur of the moment little thing. Yeah, that looks really cute. Okay, so that's what I have. Okay. And then I'm going to pop these on dimensionals. Now on the inside, because I always do the inside too, I'm going to put some more of these and maybe just a flower or something. And I can show you some that I finished, because then I'm going to put always in my thoughts, or always thinking of you. That's what I'm planning to do here. Okay, pop that up there. Oh, I know what else I want to add to this. This is our gingham ribbon. I think this is my favorite ribbon of all time. I mean, I like ribbon, but wow, I just love this. I think this is so pretty. And this comes with the Jar of Flowers stamp set. They show it, sweet, bundle, whatever, but you can buy it separately. And I bought a couple pieces, a couple bolts of it, because I just really, really think it's neat. So, make your bow. And you may or may not want to do that bow thing. So I'm going to stick that right there with glue dots. And there you are. Isn't that pretty? And I'll show you a couple other ones that I've done similar to it. This one I did with the thinking of you, always. So I did it the opposite of this one. This one will be always thinking of you. But I'll put the greens at the bottom and the always. And then I did one in blue, again, thinking of you. Didn't put anything on the inside. Okay, so there's those two. And another one I'm gonna show you really, really quick. Same stamp set. I just started with a Whisper White base and added a layer of Whisper White just to, whenever I use a plain Whisper White base, rather than using the thick Whisper White paper, I double up on the cardstock. So it makes the card more sturdy. And it just mats it out a little bit. And this is Midnight Madness. This is the Designer Series paper in color. Also a 6x6 pack. And we cut that at 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, that's gonna go there. And then I have another piece of Whisper White. And this is 5 by 1 3/8. And I am going to stamp these flowers that are also in the Field of Flowers stamp set. Put them right there. And to keep with the in colors, I'm going to stamp Just Jade. I'm going to make stems with Just Jade. Okay. And I'm going to use the Moonlight Madness since that seems the Misty Moonlight. Moonlight Madness, though it's Magenta Madness. Always. You can put the rest of that, like Thinking of You, down here at the bottom, or My Friend, always my friend, something like that. But I'm just going to leave it like that so that when you open it up, you can put a little something inside. And again, pop that up 1 dimensionals. And that would be it, you're set. See how quick and easy that was? I love this set, it's so versatile and it's so quick. That's all I have for you. Oh, wait, I was gonna put a little bow on this too. And I'm gonna use the jar of flowers. I'm gonna use the flowers for every season. There's a Moonlight, Misty Moonlight, Baker's Twine. And I'm going to use that, and I'm going to make a quick bow to put on it with that. Which is a good thing because I slopped a little bit of green where I didn't want it. And so this bow is going to go right there to cover that up. Again, grab my glue dots. Okay, so like I said, if you didn't get a catalog yet, give me a holler, send me an email at nettep2020@gmail.com with your address, and I will make sure you get a catalog. If you want to place an order, nettepstamping.net, nettep.stamping.net. And if you just want to ask me a question or talk to me about something that I've done here, or have a request for something you'd like to see me do, or having trouble with my website or anything like that, send me an email. There we go. So we have that. Always thinking of you. And we made this one. Nice. Well, thanks for joining me again, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.